What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will get the football first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a threat.
And he ends up taking a safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Find some fresh air. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll try it over the left side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man, it's Callaway. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Lowers those pads. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Fox. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Callaway. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clemson is quick to the line. From the gun, the ground game. On the move is the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
The give to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to throw. It's Fox. Quickly to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Callaway. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Clemson jumps to the line. Here's the handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Powers through the defender. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Fox. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Callaway. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these jet sweeps are just so hard to stop for no gain. I mean, a guy having a full head of steam, getting to the perimeter, and that's a nice job by this offense. Get the first down, not a huge gain, but get away from all those big linemen in the middle and get that first down and keep the sticks moving.
Finds his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found...
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
To the air, it's Fox. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force...
He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Fox. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They'll give it to Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do.
Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They feed him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Clemson is quick to the line.
1st and goal, Clemson.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Trying to barrel in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Potter. There's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long to the end zone.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Crispin. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together.